What's up, everybody? What's up, you happy people? This is BGAFX Legend, and welcome back to yet another video. So in this particular video, I want to teach you and show you exactly how you can actually earn income from trading. And I've seen that in the trading circle, in the trading industry, many people are really much focusing on trading strategies, trading journals, and so forth. But we are forgetting the main reason why we are traders in the first place. And because of that reason, many people are in a circle. They cannot move forward in their trading. And I'm here to unpack the things that I feel like if you apply, will actually change your life. Let's start by just saying that when you become a trader, the main goal is not really to look for more strategies. The main goal is not really for you to be confused. The main goal is not for you to know a billion trading strategies or a billion trading tools. Your main reason or your main goal of becoming a trader is to earn income or to make money. Whether you're going to use that money for your holidays or to do big things, build things, buy expensive things, it's all up to you. But I feel like the majority of traders, what they simply want to do is to do the simple things first. Fix your simple problems first. This is the art of trading. This is where, if you understand this, you are going to change your life. So I always tell people that once you master your trading skill, the first thing that you want to do is to either replace your job, or you either create multiple streams of income through trading, or what you can do is you can try to pay your bills first before we talk about greater things. So traders, let's talk. Now, let's talk about being a trader, right? You have been a trader and you have been trading, but you don't know exactly how to scale up. And I think this is actually possible, but I feel like for most people, they make it so complicated. Now, you have mastered the trading skill, but you don't have the capital to trade, or you want to use trading as a second form of income after your job, or also to help you pay for your bills. You are living in fear, almost losing hope in your trading journey. You keep asking yourself, how will I make money that can pay my bills and solve my problems? I'm here to tell you that you don't have to worry. I've been there before, and I want to explain and help you to come out of it. Now, first things first, you're feeling overwhelmed. You don't know what to do. You are a trader. You just started trading maybe 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, right? And you want to make $1 million out of $100 within a month or within a year. While that has happened not so often, it has happened with a few individuals. Maybe I would say 1 in a million or 1 in 100,000 people. You want to make $1 million or buy a Lamborghini or a house from non-existing profits. Let me explain. You haven't even traded. You don't have experience. Already in your head, you are calculating how you are going to buy a Lambo. You're already window shopping for big houses and expensive things. I'm not saying that do not look at those things. They are very important, and it's actually good to have that bigger goal. But let's start by fixing small things first. You end up chewing what you cannot swallow. What I mean is you end up funding all your savings. I've seen people destroying themselves. They take all their savings account. I spoke to one guy. I think he had blown like $11,000 within a span of 3 weeks. He didn't know exactly what he was doing. So look at this. I have a big goal. I want to get to a big place. But before I get to a big place, let me gain experience by going to small places, and then I'll just scale up, right? Now, what you want to do is just fix a few things. Sit down as a planner. And I think this is actually being ignored in the trading industry. People are just focusing on trading strategies without a big plan. And I'm sure you have had time and time again that if you fail to plan, you actually plan to fail. So what you want to do is you want to have a big goal. Write down the reason why you want to be a trader or you're trading. For some people, the majority of people, like in this case, we want to be able to replace our salaries with our trading income. If you can be able to do that, or just be able to pay my bills, assuming that I am earning $1,000 is my salary, and my bills are $500, right? These are two people. Someone is earning an income, someone maybe is unemployed, and they are looking to pay for their bills, which is $500 per month. So what you want to do is, instead of you trying to make $1,000, $2,000, and I think social media is very important, but I think it is misleading a lot of people. You go on Instagram and you see people making hundreds of thousands of dollars or $5,000 days. You don't know their goals. You don't know how big their account is, and you don't even know their background. You want to focus on yourself. Here, you focus on yourself. Write down exactly what you want to make per month. In this case, before we talk about purchasing big things like cars, houses, and all these things, they are good. I'm not saying do not wish to buy those things. Let's focus on fixing our problems first, because I'm telling you, a trader who trades without so much stress is more likely to become successful. Why? Because their bills paid. They've been able to actually make enough money to sustain themselves and the people around them. So for me to make $500, what do I really need to do? I just need to simply make at least $30 to $50 each and every day, or even $20 a month consistently. Having to have 20 trading days is very much possible. And if you are trading synthetic indices, like in this case, you have actually 30 days to trade, right? Now, looking at this, 10x, 100x, 1000x, your trading skill, so that you can make money. This is where the majority of traders are right now. Before we even talk about beginners, some people have spent like 5 years, 10 years, 6 years, 3 years, 4 years, still confused. Don't worry, I'm going to help you. And I know how it feels to be confused at mastering trading or actually solving your problems. I was once a confused trader, so just follow me. Now, this is the most common mistake of traders, right? The first thing you should go for is to replace your income or pay for your bills first. Traders, it is that simple. Let's focus on doing that first. Before we talk about purchasing big things, I'm telling you, once you write down your goals and you break it down, you say, my salary is $1,000. So what I need to earn $1,000 within a month, I have 30 days. If you divide $1,000 by $30, you realize that maybe you just need to make like $30 or $40, $40 a day, which is very much possible, having to have good quality trade setups. Now, this is what I need you to stop doing. Stop trying to make $1,000 days when you have not yet mastered the skill of trading and replaced your income. Let me repeat this. Stop trying to make $1,000 days when you have not yet mastered the skill set first and replaced your income. Just try to make at least $50 to $100 max per day. And I'm telling you, this is very much possible with discipline. Of course, with a great skill, you can actually do this. Now, the first thing that you want to do for you to be able to make this daily income and be able to solve your problems, you need to get a trading strategy that actually works and is profitable. How do you do that? It's very simple. You can get this strategy from a trading course or a successful mentor that resonates with you. It must be simple to execute and master, and it must give you at least 60% to 90% win rate. It's very important. Now, this strategy, I know for a fact there are a lot of strategies out there, and for me personally, I would recommend that you need to have a strategy that is good and gives you sniper entries. That for some people who don't understand what sniper entries are, we are talking about a trade that you enter and as 0 to minimum drawdown, right? And it's also going to give you a higher risk to reward ratio. Like in this case, this was a trade that we took within the community, and this was a 1 to 12 risk to reward ratio. So assuming I'm trading $100 account and I take this trade, risking $10 per trade, that means at the end of this trade, I would have closed $100 profits. That's simple. It's that simple. You can be able to risk even $5 per trade. as long as you have a good risk to reward ratio. For most strategies, like a lot of strategies, I think the minimum is 1:2, 1:1, 1:3. Personally, I recommend anyway anything from 1:3 to 1:5 or more. Now, this is very important because there are days where you're going to be losing, and if you have a higher risk to reward ratio, it's very simple for you to make money. Now, the second thing that you want to do is you need to create time for back testing this strategy every day. Now, we have people who are unemployed and we also have people who are employed. For those who are employed, they always cry that, you know what, I'm so busy, I can't do this. I'm telling you that it's very much possible. You can be able to do this. You only need at least 30 minutes to an hour. So what you want to do is, now that you have a trading strategy that you are studying, you have studied, you want to backtest this strategy at least an hour a day for like 1 to 6 weeks. Now, what you want to do is to backtest this strategy at least an hour a day for like 1 to 6 weeks. And during this time, you will be paper trading to perfect your trading system. You will be demo trading. This is designed to make sure that you master the strategy for yourself. So backtesting actually helps you familiarize yourself with the markets, the setups, and you will know the market for yourself. I always tell my students and the people around me that I can teach you something, but I want you to know this thing for yourself. And when you are backtesting, you are spending time alone each and every day, just 30 minutes to an hour of mastering one concept, and it will change your life and it will actually make you a very high skilled trader. Now, the next thing that you want to do is during this time when you're backtesting, there are a couple of tools that you can use to backtest. This is one of the tools that I recommend. It's on TradingView. You can actually get this by getting the TradingView Pro version, so that you can use the bar replay tool as shown below. You can actually go back in the past and you backtest. It's like you're simulating your trading system strategy, and you're seeing the mistakes you're making. You're seeing whether or not you are actually applying the tools and the things that you're learning properly. So it's very, very important. And there are so many tools that you can use to backtest. And you can also forward test to help you to grow. Now, paper trading or demo trading, this is very important. There are so many things that you need to consider as a trader. If you have money to lose, then you can actually start by trading a live account. But if you do not know what you're doing and you're not familiar with the markets, or you just want to test the markets, so while you are backtesting the strategy, you can start paper trading or demo trading using MT4, MT5. This is actually free. You just download the platform. And the reason why is you want to gain confidence in the strategy without burning real money. Many people have burned a lot of money during this period. They are not yet skilled. They are not familiar with the market, but they have destroyed a lot of money. So again, if you do have money that you can use, I would recommend you to trade anything from $100 or below. The reason being is you do not want to destroy yourself or your psychology or trade the money that you do not have. Okay. Now, once you have mastered the trading system, once you've mastered the trading strategy, what you want to do is be an organized trader. I know most people, they just jump, wake up, and they're placing a trade. It's really not sustainable and it's not professional. You are going to lose in the market. What you want to do is to sort of like work like a robot, professionally, execute without your emotions getting in the way, if you have a system. So what you want to do is every day you want to create a watch list of at least 3 to 5 pairs that you'll be focusing on, either you're scalping or day trading, to create daily income. Remember, the goal is to create daily income. Now, what you want to do is to master a few pairs first. Less is more. If you are a beginner, I know there are a lot of instruments that you can trade in the markets. You don't need all those instruments. However, you can browse all of them. You can browse through to see which ones are actually playing out according to your trading strategy or your trading system. Once you have these pairs, you can create a watch list. For those of you who are familiar with using TradingView, you can actually create a watch list, or you can write it down to say, today I'm looking at AUD USD or gold, I'm looking at NASDAQ US 30 or like Bitcoin, BTC USD, and so forth. Now, you are going to focus on those pairs during that particular day or particular time when you're back testing or you're trading. Now, once you have these, you can either deposit into a live account and start trading. Make sure you have these tools, guys, traders. Make sure you have these tools when you are trading. You need to create a trading plan and a trading journal. This is very, very important to keep yourself in check and to also have a system that is well organized that you can actually follow. Now, once you start trading the live account, at this time, you want to see your consistency and withdrawals. You do this by recording everything. If you are losing, you'll be able to see your data. If you are making money, you'll be able to see your data. And you can also compare to see that, okay, each and every time that I take a trade, either in the morning, I win or I lose. Around this time, I win, I lose. Either London session or New York session, I win, I lose. Then you can actually now focus on the trade setups or the time zones where you actually performing well. Now, you want to review your trades following proper risk management. Now, before we continue, make sure you click the like button so that the algorithm can push the video to more people like yourself who need this information. And make sure you share this within your communities and with your friends, and click the subscribe button so that each and every time I upload a new video, you are notified as soon as I upload. Now, you can also follow us on our social media on our Instagram page where I post on a daily basis. Now, let's continue. Now, let's assume that you're trading a small account. I always recommend people to do two things, right? Either you start with a small account or you go the Profitability way. Let me explain the small account. Let's say you have $100 account and you have a good trading strategy that you're using. Now, you can either do two things. Either you trade a small account, you break it down into smaller pieces. For example, you have a $100 account. I would recommend that you break it into 5 pieces. That means you are risking $20 at a time, right? That means, let's say you place a trade of 1:12 risk to reward, like we spoke about previously, risking $20. We are talking about a $240 profit in one trade from this small account. Are you going to lose? Yes, there are times where you lose. You continue doing that while you are growing the account if you are patient. Now, there is also another way which I recommend, which will not give you so much pressure and stress. You can simply do one thing. Get $100 and purchase a Profitability account, either a $25,000. You can start with the $5,000. It's all up to you. I would recommend a $25,000 account. Now that you have the trading skill, you can actually easily pass this challenge, right, in either one phase or 2 phases. Now, if you do not understand what a Profitability is, DM me and I'll explain to you for free. And I'll also give like people free consultation calls, and also the links are in the description if you want to talk to me. So you can either trade the account as it is, $100 you just deposit into your live account and you start trading that account while you are withdrawing the money, right? Now, or you can purchase a $25,000 account, as this is going to actually be quite interesting. Now, what you want to do is, let's go back to the $100 account. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because we have people who say, I have the trading skill, but I do not have the $100 in my account. I might have $50 or $21. Personally, I've taught people, I've done it myself, and I've taught people how to grow small accounts. Of course, there's a catch to it. You need to have a broker that gives you a high leverage. In our case, I've been using like synthetic indices as a leverage to build my capital before I can trade the Forex market. But however, there are so many Forex brokers that you can actually use with a high leverage to make this money. So if you want to open a synthetic indices account, the link is in the description below. So let's go back. Assuming you have a small account like $100, you can break it down into $5 and you deposit $20 each and every time. If you get a good setup, that has got a high risk to reward ratio, and also that gives you like a sniper entry or a trade setup with minimum or to zero drawdown. You can place the trade. Like this was an example of a student who took this trade from $21 to $175. So now you cannot say I do not have capital. You just don't have the right skill. So small capital will not limit you at all if you have the right trading tools and skills. So this is for those who say I do not have trading capital. Now, is this possible? Yes, it's possible. I've seen this happening time and time again. Like I've said, with a high leverage, you can actually build more. You can actually build more money. Are you going to be doing this each and every time? No, this is not to be done every day, but it's for those who want to come out of poverty, those who want to come out of being broke. Once you have the right skill, you can do this. I've seen my students doing this. If you follow our Instagram page, you see a lot of these screenshots, a lot of these. And I remember this week I spoke to one guy who actually said, are these real? And I said yes. And we ended up having like a Zoom call, and I had to show him like some of my students and the history of the day that I actually started talking to my students, and when they got into the mentorship, when they were losing and when they started making profits. Are you going to make this daily? No, that's not what I'm saying. So in this case, here we had a $43 to $855, here at $30 to $2,000, and a $19 to $1,000. So you cannot say that I'm not able to do that. This is just me trying to show you that, guys, you can actually come out of being broke as long as you have the trading skill. Focus on getting knowledge. Unfortunately, our industry is infested with people who are focusing on people like the outward appearance or the results of hard work. If you see someone who has bought a house or a Lamborghini or a big car, you need to celebrate them. However, if they cannot give you value, if they cannot teach you how to come out of poverty, it's actually not going to help you at all. You need someone who's going to show you how to come out of the trenches, right? And I believe this is exactly what I'm doing. And I believe many of you resonate with what I'm doing. If you actually agree with what I'm saying, I want you to share your own experience and comment below. So let's continue. Now, let's go back to the prop firm account. Let's say you have flipped an account using a small account, $100 account. You've done everything that I've shown you, and you decide now I no longer want to flip, but I want to trade consistently. We need to thank God for prop firms. Now you can actually trade big accounts or trade money that you do not have from prop firms. Okay, so now assuming that you target a minimum of 1:3 or 1:5 risk to reward ratio per trade during your trading challenge, during your challenge phase, or when you actually have passed this challenge. Okay, you want to target 4% of 25,000 per month. You just want to make 4% per month, just 4% of 25,000. Now, that is, if you break it down to make 4%, let me show you guys. If you want to be successful in trading, is you need to break things down into small pieces. There is a book that I read, and you need to look for it. It's going to help you. It's called Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits. It actually teaches you of how to grow big habits by creating atomic habits, small habits, each and every day. So breaking down 4%, that means I just need to make 1% of 25,000 per week, right? Now, this is easy to make. For example, you took a trade of 1:5 risk to reward ratio trade, and at 1% per position or 0.5, it depends. It depends with what you're doing. You are actually making $1,250 per trade. Now, at the end of the month, you have a minimum of $1,000. At the end of the month or at the end of the week, you have a minimum of what? Of $1,000 with one trade. Now, I also need to emphasize that quality is very important. You don't need a lot of trades to make more money. You just need your A+ setups. There's something that I use to sort of classify my trading setups. They are what I call A plus and B plus setups. If I'm trying to target, if you have seen a sniper in action, they take their time. They don't shoot everywhere. They take their time, look at the target and the snipe. That's exactly what you want to do as a trader. You want to take at least 2 to 4 quality trades per week. High quality trades. Aim for at least 2 to 4 high quality trades per week. Not 20. I'm not saying you can't make money, but you want to enjoy life while you're making money. This is where many traders miss it. You just need a few trades, at least 2 trades of 1:5 risk to reward ratio will give you 1:10 risk to reward ratio, which actually converts to 10% per week, which is $2,500 on a $25,000 account. Can you see the math, right? Let's go back to what we were talking about. Remember that guy wanted to make or to replace their income to make, they were earning $1,000 and their bills were $500. So by making 2.5, you have already replaced your income and you're also making a profit on top of that. You can either choose to quit your job or you keep your job. And there's something called multiple streams of income. Having a job and also trading successfully is actually good. You can earn both ways. Now, let's continue. After passing this account, or after making money, you can purchase another $25,000 or a $50,000 account. Now, let's do the math. If you have a $50,000 prop firm account, making 4% per week or per month, right? Just 1% per week. You are making $2,000 per month. If you have a $50,000, if you have a $100,000 account, 4% will be $4,000 per month. This can be done with one trade. And I'm sure with what I've shown you with the high risk to reward ratio, you can actually make more than that. You can make more than that. If you have 2 good quality trades per month that are giving you 1:5, that's 1:10. On a $100,000 account, risking 1%, which is $1,000, we are talking about $10,000 a month just with 2 trades. 2 trades. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. You just need to understand it's possible and not think like people. I feel like they are thinking in reverse mode, not going forward. You're trying to do this, you jump, you look for another trading strategy. You do this, you blow. And at the end of the day, you are in a cycle. You're trying to copy a trader who's making $20,000 in one trade. Stick to your lane. Understand yourself. Swallow what you can chew. Solve your problems, the current problems that you have. And you see that trading is actually profitable and you can live off of trading. Now, let's talk about getting more profit accounts. You can scale up as much as you can. There is no limit. If you have $100,000, remember 4% will be $4,000 per month. This can be done with one trade, like I said. If you have a $200,000 account, 4% will be $8,000 per month. This can be done with 1 or 2 trades. You can actually scale up as much as you can. Right. Now, I'm challenging you to do something right now. If you want to change your life, pay your bills, and you feel like 2026 is my year, I need to change things for myself and for the people around me. I want to do something new. It's very simple. You need to laser focus on what actually is important to you. Stop looking around. The solution is actually inside of you. You just need to make the right decision. So I'm challenging you to make this your main goal in 2026. Become a 6-figure trader in 90 days. So I've actually helped thousands of traders to master trading within the years of my trading and coaching and across the world. You can actually check our Instagram page for student results and also DM or check the links in description for trading guidance and actually get a free consult. Okay, let me explain this. I give traders, experienced traders and beginner traders a free trading consultation call where I sit down with you, understand your journey, what you're struggling with and the things that you're actually trying to achieve. And for some people, I need to also emphasize that I do not mentor each and every one. I mentor those who are serious, those who actually want to change their lives, those who actually want to beat poverty, those who actually want to create generational wealth and become somebody. You know, let me tell you a story. There's a guy some years back that I met who was picking plastic bottles to earn an income. He actually sold his bed so that he can learn how to trade from me. So he later told me, I think a few weeks into the trading mentorship program, and he said, I actually sold my bed so that I can learn from me. So I taught him, and guess what? The guy started making money. He stopped. The first thing that he did was to get himself out of the streets. He was picking plastic bottles, come back home exhausted, and it was not actually healthy for him. So the first thing that he did was he was earning, I believe, $50 to $100 a month. So he was now making $300 per month, and he stopped going into the streets to pick plastic bottles. And from there, he started growing his income to make more money. And right now, he's running his own company because he actually had a certificate of auto, like I think he was an auto mechanic or some sort. Now he's running his business at home. So I feel like traders, they have the trading skill, but something is missing. This is why many people are not able to now turn their trading skill into profitability. You need to have the right tools and systems in place. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can actually contact me on my email as provided and our Instagram page. And you can also check out our website. And for the other contact details, you can actually click the links in the description. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I want you to leave a comment if you like this kind of content. And this is BGAFX Legend, and a peace.